Gas Radio Show.
K the boss. K the
Brought
boss.
to you by Lake Gas Radio.
You are now tuned in to the Lake Gas Radio. Brought to you by Lake Gas Reefy. Come and hear the show. Share and subscribe. It's a whole nother vibe. Watch a real street nigga go live. Give you all the real facts, the real deal. Show you how the hood feel. Black politics, the current events, you might get the chills. It's just a day in the life of the culture. All my youngins tap into an educated soldier. Peace to the gods, peace to the earth. If you down and stressed out, make sure you know your worth. Go and hustle for yours. Get your face out the dirt, cause your heart's still beating. It can be way worse. 1500, we got it out the mud. We all love the hood, but the streets show no love. We on all platforms, come and listen to the truth. It's a Ski Vasquez, I lit a fire in the booth.
Always trust everyone to be themselves, but trust in the fact that you can see them well. I mean, it was like, you know, trust. It takes too much energy to not trust someone. I mean, it takes too much energy. You only gotta stay 2 steps ahead of them, whatever. But trust them to be there.
To be themselves.
Trust the snake to fight you. Trust the lion to lie. Trust the thief to steal from you. Like, trust them to be them. But know them when you see them.
Yeah, today. A lot of you lovebirds out there, you know, celebrating another pagan holiday. You know, by now, we know and understand. You know, you can't help yourself. You just a pagan. You's a pagan, devil worshiping, illiterate, savage in the pursuit of happiness, bootlicking, trifling, following as house nigga. That's all you is. And I'm here to set the record straight. Whether you like it or not. That's what I do. Where should I begin? You know, let's talk about your ways and actions on this day. You know, let's talk about how you go crazy if somebody don't acknowledge you on this day, if somebody don't give you a gift on this day. You go crazy like a child. You know, most of you, I think 80% of y'all don't understand where Valentine's Day come from. I'm gonna say 70. 30% of you, you know, savages, poisonous animal eaters. So y'all can care less. Y'all just want to be amongst the devil society and, you know, celebrate in darkness. And if you don't celebrate the devil in the devil civilization, you get psychopathic. You know, you start blaming everybody. You know, but in all reality, it's a form of self-hate. You know, it just amazed me how you could be told how foul the days and times you living in. You could be told how um certain things you contribute yourself to be involved in is straight devil's bent. And you don't care. Uh but today you're gonna learn. Every year you learn, but you need to be reminded of it because you was a savage. You went out today and you bought flowers and you bought candy and you bought maybe diamond rings. You might have been even a fool and bought cars. Um, Not knowing the millions of people that were slaughtered around this time in celebration of this day. You even teach your kids to celebrate this day. You teach them to go out and shower the one they in lust with these gifts and ornaments, not realizing the horrific part that this day played in history, and how this day is connected to all these foul rituals. Your subconscious, you don't understand where you get your devilish traits from. But today you're gonna learn whether you like it or not. There's no way you can return the gifts because the people already got it that you gave it to. Half of you gave people gifts and they didn't even give you shit because you're a fool. Some of you is damn near 50 and single and going through emotions and hooping and hollering over this day when you know you don't deserve to be with nobody. But today, all of a sudden, you holier than thou. You need a relationship so bad. So you wanted to go out just for the night to find you somebody to fornicate with. Even if it's laying down with the devil. Well, I say shame on you. You troll of the night. You gobbling for lust, the gluttony that you're going through today. I hope you suffering in your own iniquity and beaten with many scrapes in your trials and tribulation for the pursuit of happiness. Yeah, I hope you're going through it real bad. Hope you even shed enough tears where they feel like you got culture salt in your mouth. But I want y'all to call in. I shouldn't have said all that because now y'all not gonna tune in, pull up. I want everybody to pull up that bought Valentine thing and think that I'm talking crazy and why Valentine's Day is important, for the youth and society. Can anybody do that? I doubt if somebody could do that. Yeah, I'm getting people telling me, yeah, you always spoil it every holiday. This is ridiculous. Every holiday, yeah, you spoil it for us. How am I spoiling it for you? By telling the truth. It's not my fault. Blame society, blame the teachings you were taught. You can't be mad at me. So we're gonna play the brother young Pharaoh, he gonna talk about, you know, the science of this devilish day and the history of it. You know, its root forefathers from the Roman Empire, how down to Nimrod, how it all connects itself. And maybe then you will get your conscience will awake you and make you aware for next year to stay away from this day. Like I said, all of the holidays is to get you to spend your money. That's all it's for. You know, to make you go broke. Every time you turn around as a holiday, you gotta celebrate. You know what I mean? But this one right here, this is like the big cousin of Easter. You know, we got the guy Nasir in the building. Nasir, what's good?
What's good?
Got Nasir.
Nothing much.
Nasir, now you know every year, every holiday I get on there, I talk about these holidays, man, and how they all revolve around devilish spin. All of them. I don't care what holiday you mention. It's devil's meant behind it, why it was created. And this is one of the, it might be one of the evilest one. The thing they was doing to little kids, molesting little kids, you know, robbing little kids. I'm talking about the Roman Empire. This is hundreds of years ago, thousands of years ago. How they took the take the animals and skin the animals and dry the skin and make whips and beat the kids to death and the women to death. And then the men, you know, would do sexual things with each other. This was all this come from Valentine's Day, you know. But like I say, you know, the majority of society is savages in the pursuit of happiness. And they only care about being happy for the moment. Would you agree?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
they don't,
yeah.
you know, they don't care about the history of things nowadays. Even when you look into you know, how this country ran and the people that's running it, they don't care about the history of, you know, how the people got into power. All they care about what is they can get from this person and what that person got.
Yo, I was just about to say, nowadays motherfuckers don't even care about our president colonizing other countries. You think they really care about the holidays?
No, they're trying to figure out where is the check that he promised them, which I just seen that they never gonna get. He made an excuse. That 2,000 y'all ain't get that. He made an excuse. But you know, this is the things that when they say the devil social equality, you know, materialistic things. That's what we chase, man. You know, we don't care if little kids was you know, great or females was unalived. You know, we don't care no more. As long as we think we getting something out of it, it's okay. And this is what's going on today. You know, I see
Well, I guess
everybody running out, spending their last on Valentine's Day. My son wanted some money to shower his girlfriend, you know, with Valentine's Day gifts. I told him, oh no, I ain't got it. Draw, you an artist, draw something. Because you're gonna learn the lesson today. If you don't get a nothing and
you know
share one,
nowadays.
then you don't need it.
Yeah, yeah. I'm about to say, you know nowadays how chicks is, How old your son? What, 15, 16?
Now my son 13, man.
Oh, 13? Oh
He
well,
thirteen.
he at that right stage.
Yeah,
Those girls, they want more. At 13, they want more. They don't want no car. They don't want no drawing.
yeah. Well, he gonna learn the hard way. You know what I'm saying? When I was young, we just made cards and shit like that. We wasn't trying to spend no money to get nobody no gift. You know what I gave my
And
girl
the whole
yesterday?
what?
I gave her. We
What?
had donuts at work shaped like a heart. I put two of them in a plastic container and said, "Here you go." She don't even celebrate it. I don't celebrate it. She laughed and ate them shits. Happy Valentine's Day.
Yeah, I don't.
You know what I mean? Method Man said Valentine's Day,
Yeah.
Valentine cards and birthday wishes, please. I'm on another level. A plan and understanding the pure man and woman and the child, the highest elevation up above, all that romance crap. Show your love. You feel me? Every day is
Man,
Valentine's
like
Day. You truly in love. You
I
know,
never,
but I don't even want
I
to use
never,
the word Valentine's Day because it's just bullshit. We got Slide TV in the building.
I never really even understood like really the logic of that. Like how women be so upset if they don't get none and talk about they fans to their girlfriends and shit like that. Like
Yeah, they
it's
willing to
bullshit.
break up. They willing to call it quits. Who the fuck was
I
that
remember back in the
last?
day. I remember
It
back
was
in the day,
somebody.
you would
But
break up because they would say they didn't want to get their chick none for Valentine's Day, so they would break up a
oh
couple
yeah,
days
yeah,
before
yeah,
that or a week to get back with
yeah.
them.
But check it out. For you to break up with your girl, right, or break up with your man because you don't want to get them a Valentine's Day gift, that means that spouse is looking to get something very expensive for you that can't
Yeah,
afford it. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Hold on. Now. Keep talking. I said. I let you. It's a nasty situation. You know what I mean? Y'all so obsessed with this day, and I'm here to tell y'all, you know, stop the rhetoric. Stop trying to satisfy somebody else with expectations from you that you can't handle. You can't afford it. You broke. This is the same thing with Christmas. Like, you know what I'm saying? The
yeah,
dark truth of Valentine's Day. We're gonna get into it. You see the pagans right there. You see the Roman
yeah. Well,
pagans with no
it
women like
says
that.
the festival. Well, it says the festival celebrated February 13 to 15. It's an ancient Roman honored fertility. Turn that down. Honored fertility gods. Was it Faunus and the she wolf Lupa? Priests sacrificed goats and dogs, then ran naked through streets, whipping women with hides to promote fertility and health.
You running through the street. You a grown man running through the street with naked with dogs and shit, animals running through the street,
Yo, didn't I
beating
just get
old
dressed
women,
and just turn that?
beating old women and children, molesting little children and beating women on this day, talking about you trying to make them fertile. You wasn't trying to make them fertile because you were sleeping with men. So how you were trying to make them fertile? It's disgusting, man. But it's crazy how I said people know these things, and it's like the black person in America is gone, man. It's like the morals, like it's gone, man. We want to live their life and they wear life so bad we don't have moral respect. You feel me?
And then they
It's
say
like
the Christian, yeah. Then they say the Christian shift in the late 5th century. The Pope replaced Lupercalia with the feast for Saint Valentine, a 3rd century martyr executed around 270 CE by Emperor Claudius II. Legends claim Valentine secretly married couples or wrote a love note sign from your Valentine.
he was the first to promote same-sex marriage, if I could recall. He was he allegedly allegedly. I might be wrong, pretty sure, but you see how they take they nasty ways and actions and rituals and name it something else to manipulate the people. You feel me? A lot of stuff we celebrate, they laughing at us because the history behind it more than likely was the slaughter of our people. You know what I'm saying? They laughing at us. It shows more and more of you being ignorant and not knowing who you are when you celebrate these pagan holidays. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy,
But you know
man.
what? I was about to say, with that was a technique they used to to that was a technique they used to get the pagans to convert to Christianity. So they
Oh,
just swapped out
explain that.
holidays
Go a little deeper into that. Yeah, yeah. Go a little deeper into
because
that.
when well, I think it was Constantine when he allegedly accepted. I think it was Constantine. Well, one
Yeah,
of
it was.
them
It was. It
allegedly
was.
accepted Christianity. So I mean, they didn't really accept it, but they seen how fast it was growing. So they rode the wave. So what they did, all they pagan holidays,
I put it on the dresser.
holidays,
All they pagan holidays he swept up under the rug. He even built, you know, they his Constantine, right? Constantine,
yeah,
they dug up cathedral and shit. Supposed to be a Christian cathedral, right? That they did some plumbing work and they had to rip the floor up. So when they ripped the floor up, they found that Constantine had his prior, religion that
religion worship, yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my god.
he buried the Christian church over that because he didn't want to. He really didn't give it up. You feel me? So he put that over.
Yeah,
Really was worshiping. I
and
forgot what it was called. It was
and
Sunday worship. That's why you
yeah,
see that
they was
fish.
worshiping they was worshiping Mithra, the sun. It was something like a sun god Mithra, but and other gods. But the thing about that is
Yes, I do.
the majority of the people, you could say the 85% of the people, they had them doing Christianity, while the wealthier ones, the ones in power, they were still worshiping Mithra and their pagan gods.
Bro, this
Yeah, it's crazy. Oh, I got the brother. You know who Young Pharaoh is, right? That's it.
Yeah,
You heard of Young Pharaoh, right? Everybody heard of Young Pharaoh. Young,
yeah, he's pseudo too, but
yeah, but he talk about some good shit too. You can't deny that.
he used to talk about some good stuff. Then he just started going crazy and doing all types of weird shit. And
Yeah. But not saying sometimes you gotta play crazy to shake the people off. You know what I'm saying? You gotta play. You gotta get.
well,
You gotta
sometimes
disappear for a while and play crazy. You know what I'm saying? But
sometimes they want to hear that crazy shit.
yeah, to get back in the algorithm. But for the foremost, The Truth About Valentine's Day by Young Pharaoh. He did a deep research within 6 minutes, and he gonna break down all about this shit. Look at this shit.
Lupercalia was a giant pedophile sacrifice event. That's just what it was, cut and dry. Every February 14th, they would sacrifice children to their demonic deities that they believed in, and it's also associated with pedophilia. As I stated before, eros is the etymological root of the word erotic or eroticism, which is sexual love. Eros is also a little boy deity in ancient Greece who was considered the national symbol of sexual attraction because they was like the little boys. Eros's alleged mother is Aphrodite, who's a man, a transgender. And what y'all need to know is that only difference between Greece and Rome is some of the names of the deities, but they share the exact same mythology. So Eros in Greece would be called Cupid in Rome. Aphrodite in Greece would be called Venus in Rome. But y'all gotta remember, these are the same people. So now that you know that, Eros and Aphrodite actually comes from the Babylonian story of Ishtar and Tammuz. Now, Tammuz is Nimrod and Ishtar is Esther, aka Semiramis. And so the story of Nimrod and Esther or Semiramis goes that Nimrod was a mighty hunter who used his bow and arrow on his own mother to make her fall in love with him. And, he had sex with his own mother. He got her pregnant. And that was the first origins of the Immaculate Conception, because he didn't want to tell his army that he was having sex with his mother. And so Nimrod and Esther, aka Easter, you celebrate Easter, became Eros and Aphrodite. Eros and Aphrodite became Cupid and Venus, and Cupid and Venus became Virgin Mary and baby Jesus. And so the reason I'm bringing this up is because Valentine's Day is a hybrid holiday combined of symbolic to Lupercalia, as well as the celebration of Cupid and Venus, aka Nimrod, and Semiramis, aka Esther. And so this is why Cupid has the bow and arrow to symbolize Nimrod, who was a mighty hunter who used the bow and arrow on his own mother. And then what they don't tell you about Cupid is Cupid had two arrows. He had the golden tipped arrows, which was to make you fall in love, and then the blunt tipped arrows, which was to make you fall out of love. And if you read the story of Cupid, he was basically like a mischievous demon. He was actually considered a demon because Nimrod is considered the king of demons. And what Cupid would do was, for his own diabolical satisfaction, he would ruin people's relationships. So he might see you in a 10-year marriage or a 10-year relationship and come make you fall in love with your brother. And now you in incest. You know what I'm saying? Or this, that, and third. And if you look at the paintings of Cupid, whenever he's finna use the blunt tip arrow, he has the blindfolds on. And so Cupid, in ancient Greece and Rome, was used as an excuse for sexual deviancy. So a man might marry his cousin or marry his sister, and they say love is blind. And this is where that saying comes from, love is blind, because Cupid got the blindfolds on. So you might, fall in love with your mama and get your mama pregnant, and people say love is blind. You love who you love. You know what I'm saying? And you hear people saying that today. You can't control who you love. You can fall in love with another man, man. Love is love. Now, love ain't blind. Love can see. Why animals don't just fall in love blindly. And so Cupid is a emotionally chaotic demonic entity that we celebrate. And as far as the Valentines letters, those come from Saint Valentine, who was persecuted by the Roman government, I believe, during the 5th century, because what happened was the emperor at the time, he didn't allow men to marry women because he believed that if men were in love and they were a part of the military, that they would fight harder since their lovers was on the battlefield. So what Valentine was doing was secretly allowing men to be with women, and the Roman government found out, and they sentenced him to death. And before he died, he wrote a love letter to the woman that he loved, and he started that letter off as "Your Dear Valentine." So when you in school and you got the kids writing Valentine letters, you actually writing death notes. When you're celebrating Cupid, you're celebrating sexual deviancy, immorality, and pedophilia, because Cupid is a pedophile deity as well as an emotional deviant deity. The hearts are symbolic to I don't know if I'm saying it right, Baal or Baal, but I'm talking about Baal. Baal, aka Moloch, is another rendition of Lucifer, aka Satan. And when you look up the ancient Chaldean or Babylonian definition of Baal or Baal, it means sacred heart. And you always see Jesus posing with that heart. And so this is supposed to be like the heart of Lucifer. And you also see certain pictures of Satan with that heart. And so the Valentine's Day heart is symbolic to Baal by definition, who's another form of Satan. And so, you know, you running around with the hearts on Valentine's Day representing Satan. And then a heart also looks like a butt, an anus. And so Valentine's Day is a very demonic holiday. It's a very pedophilic holiday. It's a very satanic holiday. It's a very sexually deviant holiday. And it also, you know, you write, the roses for Valentine's Day are symbolic to death. Because when somebody dies, you give them roses. And so they remix it to make it seem like it's for love, but it's really for death. So you write a Valentine's Day card, aka a death letter, and then you give somebody roses, symbolizing that you just spiritually died. And so all of these holidays are rituals. I don't break them down because I'm bitter and I don't want people to be happy during the holiday season. I want people to know that if we want something to celebrate, we can celebrate. We can make something up. They made something up. We can make something up. So even if you don't want to celebrate in the correct honor of our ancestors, if we want to start fresh, we can do that too. But we need to know that what we are doing now, that's not it. And you are being spiritually hypocritical because you are partaking every day and every month in these different holiday celebrations and traditions that were not only made by people that slaughtered your ancestors, but are representative to the exact spiritual deities that you claim not to subscribe to, Lucifer being one of them.
Yeah. Y'all heard it, man. Y'all heard it. I mean, you could accept it or reject it, you know. Oh, that was a nice build. He be saying a lot of shit, man. So you gotta take out like something.
You gotta take out the bullshit. That's
yeah. But
you gotta take out the.
I mean, what was bullshit? What he was saying?
I'm talking about the other shit that he be teaching.
Right. But the shit he just said right now is accurate to what they was thinking and celebrating at those times. You heard?
Yeah, that's all public and basic history.
But people don't want to read that because they're so happy about that holiday. You feel me? It's like an old person, right?
Yeah.
You ever had that old person in your family and you try to tell them about history, about Black history, and the things that happen, and they say, I don't want to hear that. Or roots of something to be playing. They like, I don't want to watch that shit. I can't watch it. They say, I can't watch it. Or I don't want to hear about that. Yeah. So it's like that with these holidays. They so happy when these times come around, or the gifts, you know what I mean? And giving gifts and the fake joy. They don't want to read something that's opposite to that. Even if it's the truth, you heard? That's why they say savages and the happiness. Yeah, man. You know? So with that being said, who out there had a great Valentine's Day? Hit the
I was about
link.
to go to Blue Barn auction for Valentine's Day.
What's that? What they selling bitches? You said auction on Valentine's Day? They really are?
I said Blue Barn. Blue Barn.
Oh, Blue Barn. What you was gonna do there?
Yeah.
So you do celebrate Valentine's Day?
Do you know what Blue Barn is?
No, what is it?
You wrote it in your book.
I said the Red Barn. I know what the Red Barn is.
Oh.
The Red Barn is
the Blue
Red Barn where people sell stuff like Collinswood. Is that that's what they do at the Blue Barn? That's what they do there?
Yeah. That's what I was trying to say, the Red Barn. I thought it was the Blue Barn in the book.
Okay. But maybe I did say the Red Barn because everything in my book is I say the opposite. Like if your name Joe, I say Ro. You know what I'm saying? If your name Nasir, I say Kasir. That's in case you try to sue me. But yeah, so what do you do at the Red Barn though? Is this the same thing?
I don't know. It's an auction, right?
So you was you was going on a date?
Nah, I was reading your book. That's why I said that. I was reading
you
the
read
book.
my book. Oh, you trying to see? Listen,
Yeah.
I see a lot of that shit I don't remember in the book, bro.
Hold on real fast.
Some of that shit in the books I don't remember, man. That's a lot of fucking writing. But it is a Red Barn though in Arizona. That's an actual fact. It's matter of fact, it's up the street. Well, it's a couple, not up the street. It's about what 14 acres away. You know what I mean? But damn, yo, that book fire though. Shout out to my book, man. Y'all can hit this QR code right here in the corner since we speaking about my book, that's it. Y'all can check out the Desert Dog Diary, Volume 1. Volume 2 is coming out. It's gonna be like 100 volumes. But y'all can hit this QR code right here and your left. Can you see that, Nasir? On the
Yeah,
left,
I can see it.
the upper left. Why I can't see it on the Facebook screen?
I don't know what made me say. I don't know
You
what
was
made
reading
me
the book.
say
Don't
that.
worry about it, bro. That's what the book do, bro. That's what the book do, bro.
Nah, it is the Blue Barn. Yo, bro, it is the Blue Barn. I just seen it.
No, it
It
ain't.
said
It's the Red
the
Barn.
Blue Barn was basically. It said the
I put
Blue
the Blue
Barn was
Barn.
basically
That's good.
an outdoor flea market.
Oh yeah, okay. I did put the Blue Barn. Ain't that something though?
Well, I thought I was going
But I just
crazy.
told you what I do though, just in case they try to sue me. But that shit. But now, see, you got that far though.
Yeah, I'm a little farther.
How is it so far? Is it predictable? Because I don't want my book to be predictable. I don't want you to read it.
Nah, it ain't. Nah, it ain't predictable. I mean, I don't even know what's really going on yet. I ain't get to that activity that you was talking about yet.
Okay, so nigga, did you leave New Jersey?
Yeah, if I'm at the Blue Barn, I gotta be in Arizona.
Okay, so did you see your cousin that got your money that you needed $1,000 from? That spent it on her boyfriend?
Nah, I thought you got some G's from your ex girl and spent off.
Yeah, but I got some money from my cousin that I
Oh no,
sent her
I ain't
some
seen him
money
yet.
and she
I ain't
spent
seen.
it at the bar with a nigga. So
Nah, I ain't
want
seen him
my money
yet.
back. You had to
I'm at
get
Walmart
that
getting the
money.
battery. Well, I just got the battery from Walmart.
Yo, this shit is fire. So did you meet Dipsy and all of them?
Nah, I ain't meet them yet. I'm still with
The truck
the
just broke
motherfucking
down?
wanna be.
The
Nah,
truck
the truck
broke down?
already broke down.
Okay, so you
The truck
remember in
already
real
broke
life.
down.
So you remember in real life when the truck broke down in Arizona on me, right? And I was stuck for 3 months. You remember that?
Nah. Oh, when you had to buy the new whip.
I almost died and you
We
don't
had to buy
remember that last year. That's crazy, bro. Damn.
That's when you bought the new whip, right?
Yo, you ain't get to where I stole a motorcycle from New Mexico?
Nah, you still riding around with the one. You still riding around with the wannabe sheriff.
Well, if y'all want the
feeding
book, hit the link. Hit the link in the top. You see the QR code right now, the scan thing. Scan that right there in the top left. Everybody, if y'all want the book, The Desert Dog Diary, Volume 1 by your boy True Pen, myself. That's my author name. Hit that right there and support the movement, man. It's a great book. How is it? I know you my people, but how is the book? Honestly, I could take the good with the bad, bro. What should I do better in the book next book?
I ain't get to the bread and butter yet.
Okay.
But what I would say is in part 2, this is what I would say in part 2, that bitch needs to come find you that you got her for money.
The bitch owed me money. What the fuck you mean? She need to come find me. I had to go find her. What the? Oh, the girl I used to go with. You talking about the girl I used to go with that
Yeah,
money for? Man, fuck that bitch.
yeah.
She'll never find me. Fuck her. That bitch tried to run me over, man. She was the killer. You heard? She was gonna kill me in the long run. I had to get her me. You feel me? Now I know, like, if I ever run into her, man, it's over, bro. It's over. Talk about Cupid. That bitch averages bullets. But check this out, Nasir. Back to the subject. Check that book out, though, man. We just did a great ass advertisement for the book, though. Good looking, Nasir. So what would you tell your son, though, Nasir, about when he got a Valentine's? Were you gonna support that if you want about $10, $20?
Listen,
I
this
know we
this
all know you
he already
celebrate.
got Valentine. He asked me for $20. I said, now I just heard you on the phone with your aunt getting $20 and you trying to juice me for $20. I said, you better use that $20 you already got. He said, but that's not for that.
Oh
Yeah, well,
shit,
you
that
better
nigga
do
getting
something.
money, huh? He getting money there. You know how many times he read that scamming the whole? He young and doing that. Or you might be looking
Yeah,
at a
like
pyramid. You might be looking at a pyramid scheme.
just listening. I'm talking about, I cash app you the $20, whatever. He's like, okay. Then he gonna nigga right next to me like, oh, you got $20 from so I can get this Valentine for whatever. I said, man, I just heard the whole conversation. Oh no, that's not for that. Yeah, well, it
Yo, we
better be
got the
for that
new
shit.
we got the new merch alert. The Bastard King, William the Conqueror. A lot of people want to debate me over this, but it was a black man. You see what they did to his lips and his nose. Not all black people had naughty hair. You know, he was like an early king in England. You feel me? Yeah, William the Conqueror. This is what we doing with our shirts now. We putting noble, all you motherfucking black motherfuckers from thousands of years ago. Don't bite my shit. Y'all niggas running around with, white people shit on. That's cool, I see a lot of you see them shirts, them graphic tees with white. I got a couple of them, but they got like ancient white motherfuckers on there. But we doing the black motherfuckers, they try to erase from history. So this is the Bastard King edition right here. You feel me? That's how we doing it, man. You never know who you might see on these motherfuckers now. And they etched in stone. You could go back and go down that rabbit hole and find out the truth about who William the Conqueror was. If you Google it, they're gonna lie to you, they're gonna show you these white motherfuckers. But you
Hold
gotta
on one
really
second.
and you're gonna find out that we ran England, man. Britain and all that. We was the first king. Them castles you seen, we built them. Them black motherfuckers castles, man. They just took over. We let them take over all the time. Too nice, man. You feel me? But everybody out there that celebrate Valentine's Day, won't you step up? Why nobody got heart when we speak the truth about something? They be indulged in this shit and they don't want to step up and say, defend it a little bit. If you celebrate Valentine's Day, I'm not mad at you, but just tell me why you celebrate it. And if you do the truth or not. You feel me? Does that make them a bad person if they know the truth about the holiday and celebrate it? Can you if you know about a holiday, right? That's it, right? And you still decide to go all out for that holiday. Would you have the potential to commit those acts that they once did thousands of years ago around this time? You think people got the potential?
Because even with the rituals, it's all bullshit. Like they were doing rituals, those shit it mean something to them because they believe that. But
no, well, let me ask you this. all right.
Like with that satanic ritual shit, like that shit means sending them where they talking witchcraft. That shit ain't real. That just shit means sent to whoever believe
Okay.
that shit.
So now, see, let me ask you this: we don't understand that the rituals that was said done, we feel that they actually in real life do it and have done it, right? You feel that, right?
Yeah, they probably
Okay,
still they. I'm sure some of them still follow that religion, still do it.
okay, so we agree to that. That it was true. They was doing that shit. We're not gonna say they
Yeah,
wasn't.
they
They
probably still doing
doing
it.
it.
They probably still do. They are still doing it. Matter of fact.
Right. They are. Right now, what's going on in the Epstein shit? If you, God, you gotta. I'm gonna send you some shit.
Oh yeah. Him, yo, did you see the shit I sent you about? He might have been eating
What?
children.
Met with the people? Bet hit the man.
I
It's
sent it
deeper
to you,
than
yo.
that, bro. It's deeper.
Yo, hold
It's
on. I'm gonna log back in. I'm gonna log back on in 4 minutes. I gotta run right across the street to my house, and I'm log right back in.
Look, I'm gonna holler at you. Yeah, man. This what I'm telling y'all. And I'm not trying to clown nobody or point the finger at nobody, but we got to do better. You claim you this, claim you that, you claim you for the people. You do a little, community work. You doing a little community activist work. For the most part, you say you're a righteous person, but you indulge in satanic rituals. So, are you portraying to be one way when deep in your heart you another way? You got to ask yourself this question: is you indulging in the rituals that you know that ain't right, or if you didn't know, now you know, but next year you're gonna turn around and do the same thing, and you're gonna encourage your kids to do the same thing. Now, with that being said, what type of person are you? And like the question I asked him, it's like he tap danced around when I asked him, and I'm gonna ask him again. You know, do these people have the potential to act out in those ways of the rituals that they celebrate today? Because unconsciously, it is connected in ways and actions can play out on that day. You know what I mean? He said he don't believe in it, but the psychological effect that it have on people is real. You'll have a motherfucker, like I said, in it for the gift. Their only mentality on that day is, uh, physical, materialistic gains. You feel me? And if they don't get that, they act other than they self. This is a totally different person. So we can't say that these holidays don't have an effect on society. These holidays, they make a lot of money. I was riding down a certain street where it's all black activity, and I see a non-black motherfuckers with truckloads of Valentines Day shit selling it. You know what I mean? And guess who flocked up buying it? So we can't say that they're not making financial gain off our, ignorance on these holidays. But now that what are you going to do next year? Are you going to fall victim for the same fuckery? Or are you going to have the courage to tell your spouse, listen, I don't celebrate that shit no more. So what are you going to do? I'm not celebrating. If you got true love like you said you got, they're going to say, well, shit, fuck it. Every day is Valentine's Day. You feel me? And if right now, if you listening, if you got somebody that want to reject you or act funny because you ain't got it like that this year, or you don't want to have it like that to celebrate it, if they feeling some kind of way, fuck them. because they ain't the right one for you, man. You know what I mean? Let's not get caught up in going out all out. This year, we ain't going all out for motherfuckers that won't go all out for us. You feel me? We're not doing that. Just like the motherfuckers that see at the bottom where that say Cash App, Lake App Inc. And y'all know what I'm talking about. Never send nothing. Or y'all see that QR code, that scan at the top left, and y'all support that book. I'm not going out all out for y'all. When I give out the merch and all that, I'm not sending y'all nothing. Don't ask me. You know who you is. For those that show support, you're going to get little perks in life like that. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? I'm waiting. Do anybody got the heart to pull up and say what they bought for Valentine's Day? It's like, come on, man. You can't be fake of your life. And I know you niggas celebrate it. Like, come on, man. Explain why you celebrate it. You feel me? Because you might can say something and I say, you know what? Hey, man, it's bad what it stands for, but they didn't know and they were sincere about love. You feel me? So it might have been a thing that you did for somebody. Do anybody got the heart? And the comments? Like, what y'all get? It's terrible, man. It's terrible, man. I once had a girl broke up with me over a Valentine's Day gift. And you know what's funny? I had the gift, but I was running late, running around, you know what I mean? But I had the gift. And it fucked around 12 o'clock, ended up to like 2:33 the next day. You feel me? And the rhetoric, I apologize for I gotta say this though, babe. You feel me? I gotta keep it real with the audience. I wound up having a gift, but the rhetoric I got about the gift all day made me not even give it to her. You feel me? It was like instant gratification. You gotta have it. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have that gift, they play little games like you don't have that gift, you don't love me. You don't have me a gift, you don't love me no more. Or you never did. Yo, it's crazy, it's childish, right? You don't have a gift, you never did love me. I better get a gift today. You feel me? So I wound up having it 3 o'clock, try to give it to her. She didn't, she wanted it. But before I got there, she didn't want it. But when she seen it, she wanted it. But I couldn't give it to her. It's like, I would have been a sucker if I did it. All the rhetoric I got. You feel me? So the moral of the story is, man, don't go all out for a motherfucker that won't go. Oh yeah, and I end up getting she ended up getting me cheap alcohol smelling cologne and I don't know what else. It was some bullshit. But the moral of the story is, man, you still got time. It's 7 o'clock, right? What time is it? If you ain't got that Valentine's Day gift, don't get it. Fuck it, don't get it. And see what happens. If the person say, you know what, babe, I ain't worried about that shit. This is another day. You got a winner. But if that person go all crazy and act like it's over that gift, you don't need to be with them, man. You know what I'm saying? As simple as that. You got to take charge when it comes to your heart and who you open it up to, man. Because people will take your heart, they'll pull it out, they'll throw it on the ground, they'll stomp on it real good, put it in a bloody paper bag, and hand it back to you and say, have a good day, man. So keep in mind, man, who you say you care about, who you love, and who you want to shower with gifts. Don't be fooled by this day. It's just another day that the motherfuckers that worship some bullshit created to get money out your pocket and have you all in your feelings, man. It's another great show from the Lake Ave Radio Show. I hope you got something out of this show on this day and got some knowledge about how this day is ran, who is ran by. I hate to spoil you your night. Yo, this is crazy, right? They got all the roses, they got the chocolate, they got they got the liquor, they got their best weed, they got the Barry Manilow playing, they got the dirty the tub where they cleaned the tub out, they got the bubbles all in it, they swept the living room floor, they got some raid, roach houses and shit, and killed the roaches for the night. They got the rats and it calmed down, and they trying to have a nice night. And I'm talking about this shit. It's the way it is. It's the facts of life, man. Y'all be safe out there and enjoy your night, man.